Reddit, we see you. Yeah, proof of concept pre-alpha footage. We have to focus on functionality first. Polish, aesthetics, they can come later, so don't expect particles and perfectly aligned abilities. We're trying to bring back base game expectations first and let testers try out the new ideas. Michael Bay quality explosions and Avatar CG work, they can come after a functioning game. We just need to play and test it. Welcome to Core's Hero Combat Overview video. We're bringing back one of the community's most requested mechanics, physical damage and energy damage. Essentially, heroes will play just like they did before, and we will make the balance and needed adjustments necessary. Lots of hero abilities are remaining unchanged in Core, but all heroes will receive necessary adjustments. We're going to honor the hero identities and keep their core gameplay styles intact. Our goal with hero kits is to enhance rather than change their existing capabilities. We will try new mechanics on a trial and error basis to get feedback from testers. If we don't test things, then we don't learn anything. To start, hero roles will be more numerous and emphasized in Core, and will help players choose heroes with specific purposes when in the draft lobby. Hero passives are also coming back and are being designed for each hero to create unique gameplay styles and loops. No two heroes will ever play or feel the same. A previous problem was that almost any hero could be a tank or major damage dealer because of how they interacted with items. To counter that, heroes will have individual stat scaling to help reward ideal itemization paths. This will help to restore the heroes to their purposes they were originally designed for. We will add all 38 heroes into Core as soon as possible. Instead of releasing partially completed heroes to get them all out sooner, we will be polishing each hero one at a time to deliver the AAA experience you expect when you log in. Here are just some examples of potential hero changes you might see in Core. Twin Blast is doubling down on his high mobility, shoot-'em-up nature with a hero passive that grants him stacking movement speed and consecutive basic attacks. An ultimate ability that cools Rocket Dash and converts his passive movement speed stacks into attack damage stacks creates a mobile and deadly hero who can go 0 to 100 very quickly. Muriel is more committed than ever to supporting her allies and saving them from bursts of damage. Her passive ability grants damage reduction to allies when her applied shields break, reducing the effect of that burst damage. Her ultimate essentially has remained unchanged, but will now slow down nearby enemies when she lands. Howitzer is more focused on explosives and creating carnage, with a hero passive that will act as a third resource he can use that will impact his damage output. His slow grenades can be launched individually for precise crowd control. Howitzer's ultimate ability now launches missiles down on nearby enemies before he rockets into the air to confirm his final nuke. This will hopefully make him more reliable and consistent when in play. Fundamental combat metrics like basic attack range and in-combat movement speed have been changed in Core to balance map travel times and the combat spaces. Our goal for dynamic and balanced combat will need a balance between combat movement speed, movement penalties, and the ranges of hero abilities. We've done this by studying industry standards when it comes to map traversal times. Tactical choices on our map will give familiar and expected results within the genre. Combat should feel immersive with fluid movement. We want a satisfying and engaging combat experience for Core. Another unique mechanic being tested for the heroes of Core is focus, an enhancement tied to their abilities. An ability focus is a progressive objective tied to a hero ability. Your skill and performance in a match will directly reward you with this ability enhancement. In a sense, an additional objective or way to distinguish yourself from your enemies is being added within the game, unique to your hero, that you can use to alter an ability. Before you unlock any of your abilities at the beginning of a match, you will have to choose one of two focuses available for your hero's abilities. These focuses have objectives you must meet mainly through combat in order to unlock the focus's power and enhance your hero's ability. Most focuses are being designed to either emphasize what a hero is good at or to try to lessen a hero's shortcomings. Choosing which focus you feel will lead to greater success in a match is up to you, depending on your playstyle, strengths, enemy team composition, and much more. To use Twin Blast as an example, his potential focuses are based around his mobile, keep enemies at bay gameplay style. He can either complete a focus on his rocket boots that gives himself additional movement speed after a short time after dashing, or complete a focus on his grenades to use them more often at a reduced mana cost and increased effect radius. If your team composition lacks crowd control, picking the grenade focus might help lessen your team's deficiencies. Picking the rocket boots focus might help you escape and outmaneuver an enemy team with high amounts of crowd control. Using the focus system successfully come down to your understanding of how team composition, tactics, and the combat impacts a match. Obtaining the upgrade within each focus will come down to your own personal performance on the battlefield. As heroes compete for the prize of the Asher, they have been granted a small taste of it through core powers. These powers are new, highly impactful, clutch abilities that heroes have access to from the start of a match. While focuses are selected at the beginning of a match, powers are selected in the draft lobby at the time of hero selection. Players will be able to select 2 powers from a list of many, all available to players no matter their hero selection or account progression. Players can choose to select core powers that dramatically lessen a hero's deficiencies, accentuate a hero's strengths, or even diversify a hero's impact potential. These powers, however, have very long cooldowns and require players to know exactly when they are needed in order to use them for maximum effect. Powers will also start off weaker and grow in strength through the progression of a game. Killing minions and jungle camps, damaging or killing heroes, securing map objectives, and any other match progress contributes to the growth of your powers. This concludes the overview of the heroes and combat systems of Core. We hope you enjoyed and are looking forward to learning more about the game. We will see you in 2 days, unless you're on Reddit, and we'll see you in about 2 minutes.